Yeah.
6.
Yeah, I think like Minnesota did a nice job. They came out of the gates where they were a lot to handle. I think that, yeah, like you said, they were out shooting us 5-0 at that point. They got those two quick ones. I thought, um, those two goals really unfortunate. We're on a power play. We take, they give us that penalty um, for playing the broken stick or playing with the broken stick, and then on the second one, like we run into one of the linesmen and they get a break out of it. So it's like a couple tough bounces, I thought. But there were some good things that we were doing at that point of the game. Like we tried to just turn the page and move on. I thought the team did a great job to do that. The rest of the first period, I thought, the ice started to tilt in our favor, and a lot of good things about our game that we liked.
And the play was, pretty even, it seemed like, throughout. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't seem like the score was really indicative of
Right.
the play necessarily.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. Like we made a couple mistakes tonight that ended up in the back of our net. We had some great chances that we didn't cash in on. Like that's the story of the game, in my opinion. I think Minnesota is a really strong team. Like they're buttoned up with their details. Like you're not going to get too many freebies out of them, and they just kind of keep coming at you in waves. They're really well coached, and they were on their game. And I just don't think we had our A game tonight.
Micah, what did the Frost do that make it tough? And with their depth, they got goals, from 3 lines, and they've done that before too. Just I know they have some speed, they have some depth. What is it exactly that when you're out there, they're tough to handle sometimes?
Yeah, like Greg kind of said, they're a very connected team, and obviously we've seen on the stat sheet this year, they're able to capitalize on their chances. They've got a lot of players having really good years in that department. So obviously, when you make a mistake, sometimes in hockey it goes unnoticed, and sometimes you're playing a team like Minnesota and you notice when you make a mistake. And I think that maybe happened to us a couple times tonight, where it could have gone the other way. But like I said, they're a team that capitalizes on their opportunities.
Michael, what do you think are a couple of things that you guys did?
Yeah, I think honestly, I thought for the most part, at least when we were playing well, our exits out of our zone were really good, and our neutral zone transition was good. I also felt like when we got in the O zone and we were able to possess the puck, we got some really, really good looks. We just weren't able to put more of those in the back of the net, but I thought we were generating a lot of chances when we did get into the O zone with possession.
Maybe here before Olympic break, right? We're getting tested a bit with Minnesota today, and of course Boston on Wednesday. How does the team go into that? Obviously, a lot of travel. Now bouncing back pretty quickly. What's the mindset going into that into Boston next?
Yeah, I think for us, we've got to, in this league, every night's really important. So we've got to move on from this one really quick. We know we've got a really important game on Wednesday night in Boston. But I think all 8 teams in the league are playing. There's one more game here before a long break. We've got to continue to focus on tightening up, some parts of our game that allow us to be successful, have great habits, just make sure we're all connected. And I think Wednesday's another opportunity to do that.